Coding challenge results. Beginner, 13th of February. Right, so what do we got today here, guys? Wow. So if it's the first time you are playing, let me see if anyone is, oh, right. Osh is spoiling the results, so don't look at what Osh is telling us on the corner. So if it's the first time you're playing, just to give you some feedback about what are we measuring. So on the last 60 minutes, we've been evaluating your performance with JavaScript. So what kind of things are we evaluating? First of all, tenacity. Tenacity means how many questions you've solved. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Easy. Accuracy. How many times you press the blue or the green button and you fail, right? So this is a classic. For example, this guy, probably he's been playing Street Fighter. You remember Street Fighter in the 90s, right? If you're 30 or above, would you just hit the button randomly? Street Fighter mode. You get the speed, right? That's pretty obvious. How long it took you to complete the challenge? Focus. That's a classic problem on beginner, right? How many times you went to Google or to Stack Overflow to search the answer? And finally, elegance. How standard your code is according to the industry. For us, this is one of the most important aspects because the people we train here in the bootcamp will get a job. So it's very important that the code these guys create is understandable by the industry, right? Cool, so this is just the big picture, anonymous big picture. You don't really know, right? You are, if you play beginner, you are one of these guys, but you don't really know, right? Also, during the bootcamp, we pay attention to the right-hand side, to details, right? So for example, I can see probably question number 2 was arguably the most complicated one, right? Look at the speed. So quite a lot of people struggle to get that question right. So let's have a look to the results. Coding challenge beginner, 13th of February. Starting from the bottom. Emmanuel, no points. I'm going to just go through the list. I'll invite the top 3 to share some words, right, with the audience, if you want. So, no points for Emmanuel today. Then, Idali scored 9. So, Idali managed to solve 1 question, right? Which is a good thing, right? At least solving 1 question is good. Top 10 goes to Dominic. 2 questions, right? You can see the shape is getting bigger, right? 2 questions. It's very elegant solution. Yeah, accuracy is obviously the main issue. Top 9, Ahmed. Look at the shape, right? Looking better. 2 questions for Ahmed as well. Right? Better accuracy. Looking good. 32. Let's go to top 8. Rumen, 60. Whoa, that's good already. Eh? You see, it's a big jump. 60 points for Rumen today. 4 questions solved out of 5. Top 7. 83. Wow, that's very strong, guys. So top 7 for Jung, right? So he or she solved all the questions, but unfortunately today, that was not enough to climb beyond top 7, right? So we got some very solid players today. Who is top 6? 84. Davide, right? It's interesting. Davide is joining the. Is Davide, how do you like to pronounce your name? Davide. Sorry about that. So Davide is joining our next bootcamp, right? It's interesting because here we got few generations of developers, right? You can see he's quite strong already, right? So I would like you to follow this guy in the next few months, and you'll see what is he doing by the end of spring. Top 5. 85, Masaki. 5 questions solved as well, right? Very good test today for Masaki. Top 4. Jerry, 86. It's very close, right? 84, 85, 86. Just details, subtle details, right? You can see that for Jerry, really good tenacity, accuracy was really good, really good. But unfortunately, the main issue here was the focus. So that person probably went to DevTools to play around with the snippets, or went to Google. I don't know, right? Top 3 podium. Who has played the beginner and is arguably on top 3 and is not listed yet? Can you raise your hands, please? So 1, 2. No one else? 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, right? So I hope you are on the podium, right? We'll see. I mean, have you solved all the questions? Yeah. No, okay, no. I mean, that's the thing, right? So if you are next, it's because you're clearly on top, right? So you should know. I don't know if you're the winner or not, but you should know that, you know, the test went well. So have you solved the questions? Yeah. Okay, so you are there. Have you solved the questions? You. Okay. And who's the other one? Maybe someone joining remotely, right? Yeah, we got, as I said, generally speaking, with people joining remotely, they never show up. We don't even know who they are, but they are there, like randomly, you know, playing. Cool. Top 3. Anyway, it's your first challenge. Yeah. Your name is? Greg. Yeah. And your name? Patrick. Cool. Greg and Patrick and someone else. Question mark, right? Top 3 goes to Greg.
Greg, yeah.
Nice one, Greg. 90. Do you want to share anything with the audience? We got like millions of people now. I'm joking. There is no one. Probably my mom. So, Greg, how was it?
I want to thank my mom. She was very supportive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you have any experience with JavaScript?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I really like it. Yeah.
Oh, you like it?
Yeah.
Are you working with JavaScript? Are you coding professionally?
No.
Okay.
Self-taught. I'm just learning from doing courses. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, well done, Greg. And looking forward to see you in a couple of weeks' time on the next challenge, right? Maybe doing intermediate. Who knows? Top 2. Is it Patrick or is it someone else, right? You know, it used to happen, right? So at the moment, we just can identify one player, but generally speaking, the other is also here, right? And then when his name or her name is showing up, it's me. Like, what? We've been asking for you like 10 times, right? Anyway, top 2. Hack. Is Hack here? He's doing remotely. Oh, Mo. Oh, really? Where have you been? This guy has been doing expert from where?
From home.
He's very committed. He's doing the. Is that true? Are you kidding?
Yeah, I'm serious. I went from home, finished it, and wrote it straight.
Insane, right? Insane. Anyway, that's Mo. You'll met him. Cool. So Hack is your friend, right?
Yeah.
Is his actual name Hack?
Yes, it's a short version of his name now.
Okay, it's a shortcut. Cool. So yeah, okay. So it's a good test. So let him know next time. It was good. Cool. So that means that the winner of beginner, the king of beginner today is Mr. Patrick, 98. Well done. Almost perfect, Patrick. Almost perfect. So I would like to get some. Okay, so this time cable is not very long. You know, 2 weeks ago, some of you were there. We did a very big coding challenge in Shoreditch, and the room was very big. And I said, okay, we need to pass the microphone to the winner, regardless of where he or she is. So we brought like 20-meter USB cable. That was a big mess, you know, with all the glasses falling. Anyway, so Patrick, how was it?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You've been doing some training recently, right?
Yeah, well, I started about a year ago, and I did a Code Academy course.
Okay, nice.
And just sort of dropped off.
Yeah.
Back into it again.
Okay, cool, awesome, brilliant, well done, congratulations. I think, yeah.
I got intermediate and I was
Yeah.
really bad at that.
Okay, well, but that's natural, right? So obviously when you change, you progress. At the beginning is tough, but you know, it will get better, right? Cool, so thank you very much, guys, on beginners. Yeah, let's now have a look to intermediates. It doesn't look that sexy, right? Or maybe it does, I don't know. But you can see on beginner, you know, always 4 or 5 players, really good scores, almost perfect. On the intermediate, yeah, it's not that easy. It's not that easy. It's interesting because you can see 2 of the guys. You see the blue and the red one. They were very similar, right? Very similar performance. They solved all the questions. One got better speed, the other one got a bit better focus. Who is the winner? I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. Or maybe, I'll tell you something. Even the salmon one, right? Look at the shape of the salmon one. Good contender. Let's have a look to the results. Coding challenge. Intermediate, 13th of February. From the bottom, as usual, we got Masaki scoring 0, unfortunately, today. Hoping next time gets better. Same for Greg, right? So he finished 3rd on beginner, and then he got time to try intermediate. Yeah, and it's hard, right? Okay, yeah, no one said that was easy, right? Keep trying, guys. Top 8, Bilius, still 0, right? So you can see people struggling a bit to get into intermediate. Oh, finally, Patrick again, right? It's good. Yeah. So he won beginner. He finished 13 on the intermediate. One question solved for him. So which character of a Street Fighter you played today? It was Ryu, Blanca, right? You look at the accuracy, right? It's like hitting the blue button like hell. Anyway, well done, Patrick. Top 6 goes to Davide, right? Well done, Davide. One question sorted. Yeah, no, that's good. That's a good thing to do. Keep trying. Top 5, Wonder, a classic, an intermediate Wonder. Yeah. So 32 points for him today. 2 questions sorted. Well done. Top 4, Zoltan. Zoltan is a former bootcamp member. He participated on the 1st edition, right? So yeah, well done for him as well. And now on the podium. So who is left on the podium? On intermediate. Anyone? 1, 2. And Bala. Why Bala is the...
You're an expert.
Okay, why not? So your names are? Manuel and? Wayne. Manuel, Wayne, and Bala. Right. Top 3 goes to Bala. Right. So Bala, he's done expert, and then he got some time to do intermediate. He's one of the current bootcamp members. Always fighting for the victory, Bala. So now, who is the winner? Is it Wayne or is it Manuel? It's the first time you are both playing, right? The challenge. Are you coding? Are you professional JavaScript developers?
No, JavaScript.
But professional?
Professional.
Okay.
But yeah, I work as a developer.
Okay, nice. And you win?
I'm not professional, but working as a developer.
Okay. Okay, cool. Nice. Nice. We'll see. Top 2. Whoa, 61. Wayne. Any feedback?
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, I found interesting.
So this kind of very exotic shape, this because obviously we've done that hundreds of times, right? So we can we can guess how the person is by looking at the shape, right? So what this shape is telling me is that guy, he's a good developer, because even though he struggled with the elegance, he struggled with the accuracy, eventually he found a way to solve the problem. And that's a good attitude at coding, right? It's great to write elegant code, to make things nice and stuff like that, but at least in worst case, it's good to find the solution. That's the minimum, right? And he found it. So well done, Wayne. And that means that the winner of the day is Mr. Manuel with the same score. Well done, Manuel. So why Manuel and not Wayne? It's a matter of tens, right? We are at the moment we are rounding the numbers. One of the things we like to do is to show the decimals, right? 61 point whatever. Because some people they get very upset. Hey, why? I want to see the logs, right? Someone they tell you, right? To see how you calculate that. Anyway, any feedback, Manuel?
Well, I have to say that I enjoy it a lot. There's challenge, so I will be back this year.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely. So thank you, Manuel. We run this challenge every other week. Except the next one will run on the 5th of March online. So everybody is invited to join us. Starting from April, we'll go back to the classic format. Every other week here, we'll do a challenge. And FYI, there are lots of startups and tech companies that they are looking at the platform, right? So if you want to get a job as a JavaScript developer, these kind of things matter. Finally, whoa, experts, right? That's very interesting. Two guys fighting for the victory, like hell, right? Very, very tough battle between them. Someone on third position, and then two of the guys fighting for the fourth one. The good thing about expert is because obviously we don't have that many players. You can analyze all the details. You can see on the right-hand side how the way they perform and all these things, right? So let's have a look to the results, and then we'll call it a day. Experts. Coding Challenge 13 of February from the bottom. Bilius, who I believe already played the intermediate, got some time to deal with expert. 8. One question shorted. That's good. Interesting. Top 4. Wayne, the runner-up on the intermediate, right? So he also played expert. Well done, Wayne. And now on the podium, let's go back to the classics, right? We know who is on the podium, right? On expert. So on the podium today, we got Mr. Mo, who is smiling, right? He learned some tricks to probably he knows the results already, right? He found a way to inspect the network and things like that. So he knows the results already. I hope he doesn't spoil too much. We got Bala, the guy who played from home, right? These two guys are on the current bootcamp. And then we got Osh. Osh is another classic player. He used to play from home. Yeah. So let's see what happened. Top 3. It is Osh, 56. That's really good. For Osh, 4 questions shorted. And then, who is the winner? Is it Mo or is it Bala? Top 2. It's Bala, 83, right? That's pretty impressive, right? 83 on expert, that's tough. Out of reference, if you want any kind of, to compare it a bit, last challenge there were 40 developers from 3 different countries. The top 3, who was a senior JavaScript developer with 10 years of experience working for Tesco, look, he scored 75, right? So today Bala managed to improve that score. 83, and that means the winner, the king of the kings today in the challenge is Mr. Mo with a score of 87. Well done, Mo. Any feedback, Mo?
The bootcamp made me into this, so if you guys want to be really good JavaScript, I seriously consider joining the bootcamp. That's all I can say.
Cool. I didn't pay him anything. Okay. Cool. Is that the reason why you came? Because you won?
To play table tennis.
Ah, really? Okay, yeah. We'll play table tennis afterward, right? If anyone is interested. Cool. So just give me a couple of minutes, guys, and then we'll be done. So obviously this is the kind of exercises we do here, but because you already signed up, you can do training. So you can keep improving for free your JavaScript skills. You will see on the left-hand side, you got training. So you got 3 levels of difficulty, and for each level, so essentially you got multiple topics about JavaScript, right? So for each topic, essentially you can train just about strings, objects, arrays, functions, loops, conditionals, whatever, right? You can train by yourself, and at the end of the day, you'll be on the ranks. So we officially launched the Codiri platform on the 1st of November. We are at the moment about 300 developers on it, right? So you can get some details about who is on top according to several metrics. That's interesting because we even got some Google employees. We got some very strong senior developers. We got some weird charts like the one you see here, which is completely unrelated to what I wanted to show, right? So that's the thing, right? We keep adding more and more content on a weekly basis. So the industry obviously have access to this tool. So if you want to get a job, right, this is very convenient, right? So once you keep working on it, so essentially you'll have like a profile, right, things like that, where you can essentially see all the details, right, of your profile. And yeah, and this, as I said, as Mo mentioned, so this is the tool that we have created. So this is our own tool. that we use here on a daily basis to help you become a successful professional developer. You know that JavaScript developers in London, they got some really, really good working conditions, right? We're talking that you can make 500, 600, 700 a day. You can work from home, so it's very beneficial. It's a really good time now to work as a developer. So if anyone is thinking to join professionally, here we have several plans. We're not making any business, so this is very affordable. You can join full-time, you can join from home, you can join in the evenings, right? You just go to codely.com, yes, and then that's pretty much it. So if you go to codely.com/portal, yeah, so you'll get all the details about how do we work, what do we do, what do you learn, and eventually a link to book your place. So if you book your place, basic details, and we'll go back to you shortly. Anything else, guys? No? I hope you enjoyed the session. It's great to see new faces. It's great to see familiar faces because that means that people like it and keep coming again, again, and again. So thank you very much for your time. Looking forward to see you on the next challenge on the 5th of March online. Thank you, guys.